Change is the nature of life, but challenges are the future of life. So challenge your changes, never change your challenges. Amitabh Bachchan. Hi, my name is Durga, and today I am going to speak to you on a topic that I have not come across much often. People always tell us that this world is developing at a very rapid rate. Outdated ways of thinking and doing need to be constantly discarded to make space for ideas that lead to innovation and growth. For us as teenagers, it is very important to have skills that help us do just that help us to unlearn. All of us are born with an intense desire to learn, but most of us lose our passion for learning somewhere along the way. The pressure to do well in school, with its ever-pressing emphasis on test scores, rob education of its enjoyment. After learning the basics, many of us tend to stick to it and avoid any situation that may lead us to learn something new or make a mistake. What we do next is try and mold everything and everyone around us to go according to a mental map in our heads. We may all say that we are open to change, but in fact, all of us avoid any such situation. Now, this strategy may work for some time, but what it doesn't do is prepare you to adapt to a future that may well require an entirely new set of maps. Adult education specialists predict that 40% of what tertiary students are learning right now will be obsolete a decade from now, when they will be doing work that have yet to be discovered. Indeed, 10 of the most in-demand jobs right now did not even exist 10 years back. To quote Mr. Darwin, "It is not the strongest of the species that survive, nor the most intelligent. It is the one that is most adaptable to change." When you refuse to acknowledge that the world is changing, you put yourself in a tough spot with few options and a lot of forced learning. Resisting learning, unlearning, and relearning will considerably reduce the amount of options available to you. Your inability to adapt to change will make it very hard for you to compete with the rest of the world and stay relevant in a world that is forever marching steadily forward. In 1992, Bill Clinton declared that if you just work hard and play by the rules, you will get ahead. You will have a good life and pave way for your children to have an even better one. It's a nice sentiment that resonates with many people of the world, but unfortunately, it's no longer true. Much has changed since then. Including the rules of progress. Today, if you want to be successful, you need to be able to unlearn old rules and relearn new ones. That requires continually questioning the way that things are done, challenging old paradigms, and relearning what is now relevant in your industry, your career, and your life. Learning agility is the name of the game. Where the rules are changing fast, your ability to be agile in letting go of old ones and learning new ones is increasingly important. It's like stripping old paint. It lays foundation for a new layer of fresh learning to be acquired and for it to stick. But like the painter who needs to prepare a surface, 70% of the work lies in stripping the paint, while repainting is only 30%. People who can find opportunities in a changing environment are those who are actively looking for them. The choice is very simple: act or be acted upon. When change is the only thing that you can truly rely upon, learning to navigate and adapt to it is not only important for your survival, it is essential for you to thrive in the bigger game of life. As futurist and philosophist Alvin Toffler once wrote, "The illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read or write. It will be those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn." Thank you.